Hi, I am Marcie Hill, the author of Chicago Roller Skating History, 1880 through 2025. My book is the first comprehensive book ever written on this topic. I started researching Chicago roller skating history in 2009, and when I first started on this journey, I was just looking for information, just asking questions. But then later, I decided to write a book. Once I started researching, I couldn't stop because I continued to ask questions and I kept researching to find the answers I was seeking. After just 16 years of questioning, researching, and procrastinating, the book is done. It was published in December 2025 and it is ready for the world. And I'm also proud to share that an ebook and hard copy book will be available either June or July. Look for it. But in the meantime, if you would like to purchase a copy of the paperback, it is available at www.chicagoskatehistory.com. The only comprehensive book ever written on Chicago's roller skating history can be found at www.chicagoskatehistory.com. Today, I want to do a quick overview of the book so you will know what to expect when you purchase a copy of the book for yourself or as a gift for someone who's a skater or a historian. First, let's look at this cover. The cover is so dope. And I'm not just saying it because I created it, but it is. This design was a gift from God. I wanted something different. All the other books that are on the market right now have people on the covers, which makes sense because roller skating is people. Roller skating is motion, and you will see people in motion in those images. But I wanted something different. I wanted my book to stand out. And if you look at the cover, it really does. Let's look at the skates on the cover. If you know anything about roller skating, back in the day, women wore white skates, men wore black skates. That has changed over the years, and you will see a lot of females in black skates nowadays. But I would like for you all to take a closer look. If you look at the white skate here, it is made up of names of rinks where white people skated in Chicago and in some suburbs. The black skate is made up of the names of rinks where black people skated in Chicago and some suburbs. That is one of the unique aspects of my book and the book cover because if you know anything about Chicago, it is one of the most segregated cities in the United States, historically speaking, and today. The skates represent not just all of the rinks that were in the city, which speaks volume to the level of enthusiasm that Chicagoans have for roller skating and still have for roller skating, but it speaks to the segregation of the city. There are probably about 3 or 4 rinks that are on both skates because black people were able to skate at those rinks. Next, I would like to show you the table of contents. The table of contents is also unique because I decided to use decades instead of chapter titles. And I did the decades for a couple reasons. One, it was easier for me to conduct that research as I was doing it and then to separate it to make it a comprehensive and easy to flow book, but also to make it where individuals can read the book in chronological order or they can jump around and still get a comprehensive outlook of that particular decade. If you just wanted to jump to the 1950s because that was the decade you roller skated in Chicago and wanted to have a flashback, you can go straight to the 50s and will not get thrown off by the history because of the way the book is written. And I just wanted to go to the bibliography right quick because next to the book cover, The bibliography is my favorite part of the book because it is a reminder for me of all of the work and effort that I put forth in creating my masterpiece. I didn't just go to Chicago magazines and Chicago publications. I did a lot of digging for the research that I have. As a matter of fact, everything I used, all the information that I found, was not included in the book. And I also did not include the interviews that I had with roller skaters prior to my book because it would have made it way longer and it would have required more effort. Once I was ready to complete the book, I was done. I can proudly say that it is a well researched, well written piece of Chicago's roller skating history, the missing piece of Chicago's roller skating history. When you go to libraries and bookstores, you will see all aspects of the city's history from the different neighborhoods. I think one time I went to Barnes and Noble, they had a whole corner just for beer. I'm sure they have a whole encyclopedia of sports in Chicago. But what is missing is Chicago's roller skating history, and you will find it in my book, Chicago Roller Skating History, 1880 through 2025. And you can find my book at www.chicagoskatehistory.com. If you have any questions about roller skating in the Windy City, or if you would like to share your memories of skating in Chicago, any other city or state, or another country, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And I look forward to connecting with you here as well as sending you a copy of my book, Chicago Roller Skating History, 1880 2025. Until next time, you have a great day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are.